All right, in this video, we want to look at doing the product of matrix A with B. Now, I actually want to do both ways. I want to do AB and I want to do BA. One of the things we have to remember with matrix multiplication is that it is not commutative, which means the order matters. And sometimes you can do the product AB, but you can't do the product BA because the dimensions have to match up the right way. So when I look at matrix A, this is a 3 by 2 matrix, 3 rows, 2 columns. Matrix B is a 2 by 3 matrix. In order for this product to actually work, we have to make sure that the columns for the first matrix will line up with the number of rows for the second matrix. And then the numbers you have on the outside, the 3 and the 3, tells us that when we do that product, A, B, we will have a 3 by 3 matrix at the end. All right, so let's work on that. So make sure I have enough room here for the 3 by 3 matrix. We're going to start with 3, negative 5, and we're going to multiply that times each of these columns. So what you might want to do is just kind of imagine that you put a 3 and a negative 5 out here in front, because you're going to take that and multiply it times each of those rows. So visualizing this may be very helpful to you. So 3 times negative 7 is negative 21, and negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. And then we do that to the next one. So 3 times 5 is 15. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. 3 times negative 2, so we get negative 6, and that's going to be negative 10. And now we switch it up, and we go to the next row, which is 4 and 1. So you imagine that you put a 4 and a 1 out here, and you do those products again. So 4 times negative 7 is negative 28, and 1 times 1 is 1. And we keep on going. We march that across, and we multiply that times each of those columns. So the next part there is going to be 20 minus 3, and then negative 8, positive 2. And then we go on to the last row, and we're going to do negative 4 here and 7 here. Do the products, and then add those up. So it gives me positive 28, positive 7. Then we have negative 20 and minus 21. Then a positive 8 and positive 14. So then we just finish this up, do the operation. So we have negative 26, positive 30, negative 16. Then we have negative 27, positive 17, negative 6. Then we have 35, negative 41, and 22. So there's the product of A times B. All right, so now we're going to change things up. And we're going to see what happens whenever we do B times A. So B times A is something that we can do. So when we look at the dimensions for this, B is a 2 by 3 matrix, and A is a 3 by 2 matrix. So these guys, again, have to be the same. So the number of columns in the first one has to match the number of rows in the second one. So they do match up. And what's on the outside, the 2 and the 2, tells me that my end result is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. All right, so here's what we're going to do for that. We're going to take, actually, let me clean this up a little bit. Get rid of, whoops. Get rid of the wrong thing. So I need to take now this row right here, and I've got to rotate that and multiply that to matrix A. So imagine I have a negative 7 here, 5, and negative 2. So when I do that product, it's going to start off as being a negative 21, plus 20, and then plus 8. And then we take that same column and we scoot it over to the next column, and we do negative 7 times negative 5. So that's 35 plus 5 minus 14. So we only have 2 pieces there. All right, let's erase that. And now we move on to the second row in B. So I'm going to use, let's see, a 1, negative 3, and 2, and let's see what we get from that. So 1 times 3 is going to give me 3. Then we have minus 12 and minus 8. Go over to the next column. So 1 times negative 5 is negative 5, minus 3, and then plus 14. Oh, this is a little bit messy. Can't stand that. Got to fix it. Okay, so we have this, and now we just add everything up here. So negative 21 plus 28, so it's negative 1 plus 8 is 7. 35 and 5 is 40 minus 14 gives us 26. 3 minus 20 is negative 17. And then that's going to be negative 8 plus 14 is positive 6. All right, so I'm saying these are our answers. Let's check with a calculator. So we need to create these matrices. Let's see. Let's edit A. So A is still 3 by 2. We have 3, negative 5, 4, 1, negative 4, and 7. Make sure you quit out of this and then go back to your matrix. Let's edit matrix B, which we said is a 2 by 3 matrix composed of entries negative 7, 5, negative 2, 1, negative 3, and 2. All right, let's quit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to matrix, and we're going to do A, and then times B. And you see that that lines up with exactly what we have. So A times B is this 3 by 3 matrix that we have right there. Perfect. Now, when we change the order of things, and I do matrix B first, followed by matrix A, then we have this little guy, 7, 26, negative 17, and 6. So, order does matter, okay? Definitely in terms of the size that we have here, all right? So, it's not like regular multiplication where you can change the order of the factors and it's the same. Matrices are different. So, always make sure you slow down and pay attention with that.